As we move through topic 4 and 5, we're going to see more use of the order of operations, sometimes abbreviated GMDOS or PEMDOS. All of it is an oversimplification when you write it out like this. It is really 4 steps. And when they write it out like this, it kind of looks like it's 6. But the first step is grouping, and this includes parentheses, these which are called set brackets, these a different type of set brackets, absolute value bars, and great big fraction bars. Exponents you had some practice with in 6th grade, you're going to see that. Those come second after the parentheses. And then here's where we start getting the steps that are always messed up on. Multiplying and divide from the same time from left to right. So in this problem, you would do the division first. And in this problem here, you would do the multiplication first. It just depends on which one occurs first in the order of left to right. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. And last is adding and subtracting. You cannot do any adding and subtracting until the very end. And again, you go from left to right across the page. So 6 minus 7 is -1. -1 plus 3 is 2. We'll see that as we move through this chapter. I'll be working with these negatives. So here is a little bit of an example just to get your brains working again on the orders of operation. A lot of kids would accidentally do the subtraction first, but adding and subtracting is the last thing we do. There's no grouping, there's no exponents, so we start with the multiplying. Oh, I multiplied wrong there. Sorry about that. And then we do the subtraction and addition at the end. Okay, here I'm going to work across. There's no grouping, there's no exponents, so I'm going to start here and work across here. The adding and subtracting always goes last. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. And finally, I add that 4 on. And then this one here has some brackets to it. So I start with the innermost grouping and get 5. Then I take 4 from it, which is 1. And last off, I'm done with all of the grouping symbols, so now I multiply. The difference here is I had grouping, and then I had grouping again, and then I do the multiplication as the only thing left. We're going to see vocab as we move through this chapter too. These are words that mean negative. These are some words that we might mean that show positive. So this would show an increase of 500 would be going up 500. Descend into a well 30 feet, that would be going down. A credit would be that you're gaining money. And O is a negative number. So these are all vocab words that we're going to need to spot in our problems for this chapter to know whether it's a positive or a negative. That is the pre-topic 4 notes. You are ready to start topic 4.